Claude Code for free, full beginner setup. What if the most powerful AI coding tool on the planet was actually free to run? What if everyone already using it just didn't know the trick? You've seen Claude Code everywhere, but nobody's telling you the full setup. That changes right now. Hey, I'm the digital avatar of Amelia. I break down AI tools and show you exactly how to use them in real work. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get Claude Code running completely free, set up the Agent OS dashboard that keeps your coding sessions sharp, and what to actually build first so you don't waste your time. Let's get into it. So first, what even is Claude Code? Claude Code is Anthropic's Agentic coding system. And I want you to understand what Agentic actually means because this is not autocomplete. Traditional coding tools suggest the next line as you type. Claude Code operates at the project level. It reads your entire codebase, plans a sequence of changes across multiple files, runs your tests, watches for failures, fixes them, and commits code, all from your terminal. You describe what you want built. It handles the rest. Anthropic uses Claude Code internally for the majority of their own code now. Stripe deployed it across over 1,000 engineers, and one team completed a 10,000-line migration in 4 days. Work estimated at 10 engineer weeks. Rakuten cut average feature delivery time from 24 working days down to 5. This is a full coding agent running in your terminal, reading your files, running commands, and shipping work. But here's the part most beginners get stuck on. Claude Code is free to install, but every prompt uses API tokens. And by default, that means running it through Anthropic's API, which requires an account with access. So when people say, run Claude Code for free, what they actually mean is this. You reroute Claude Code away from Anthropic's default API and point it at a free model through a different provider. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you. The trick is called custom base URL routing. Claude Code supports an environment variable called Anthropic_base_URL. By default, it points to Anthropic's servers. You can override it to point somewhere else, like OpenRouter. OpenRouter is a unified API gateway that gives you access to dozens of AI models from Google, Meta, Mistral, NVIDIA, and more, all through one API key. And crucially, OpenRouter has free tier models. On their model list, anything with :free at the end of the model ID runs without needing a live Anthropic account. Now the actual setup, step by step. Step 1. Install Node.js. Claude Code is a Node.js application. You need version 18 or higher. Go to node.js.org, download the LTS version, and run the installer with default settings. On Mac, you can use Homebrew, brew install Node. Once done, close your terminal and open a fresh window so your system picks up the new path. Step 2. Install Claude Code. Run npm install-g at anthropic-ai/claude-code in your terminal. The -g flag installs it globally, so you can use it from any folder. If you hit permission errors, do not use sudo. The clean fix is to install Node through NVM, so everything lives in your home directory. Step 3. Create your OpenRouter account. Go to openrouter.ai, sign up for free, and grab an API key from your dashboard. Step 4. Set your environment variables. Open your shell config, ~/.zshrc on Mac, ~/.bashrc on Linux or Windows WSL, and add these lines. Export Anthropic_base_URL equals https://openrouter.ai/API export Anthropic_auth_token equals your-openrouter-key-here export Anthropic_API_key equals export Anthropic_model equals meta-llama/llama-3.3-7 ob-instruct:\free. Save the file and run source ~.zshrc to reload it. Step 5. Navigate to your project folder and run Claude. Claude Code will launch, read your project context, and wait for your first prompt. Before you build anything, there's a privacy thing you need to know, because most people skip this. If you're running Claude Code under a consumer account, free, pro, or max, Anthropic's terms since August 2025 mean your code and prompts can be used for model training by default, with data retention up to 5 years. That matters if you're working with anything sensitive. To opt out, go to Claude.ai, open settings, navigate to privacy, and turn off the Help Improve Claude toggle. Once that's off, your sessions are not used for training and retention drops to 30 days. If you're routing through OpenRouter with your own API key, you're under different terms. API data is retained for just 7 days and is never used for training. That's the cleaner path for anyone working with proprietary or client code. Now, what should you build first? Don't start with a massive project, start with one small thing that solves a real problem. When I first set this up for the AI Profit Boardroom, I built a batch content planning script. I pointed Claude Code at a folder of topic notes that AI Profit Boardroom members were already asking about, described the output I wanted, structured content briefs for each topic, and let it write, organize, and save the files. One session. That whole content system for the AI Profit Boardroom came out of it. Start with something like that. A script that automates something repetitive, a file organizer, a data transformer. Give Claude Code a clear goal, a real folder to work in, and let it show you what it can do. This is where AgentOS comes in, and this is the piece most beginners miss entirely. AgentOS is a free open-source framework from Builder Methods designed to work alongside Claude Code. Every time you start a new Claude Code session, the agent has no memory of your project, no knowledge of your naming conventions, folder structure, or architecture decisions. You end up re-explaining context every single time. AgentOS fixes that. It captures your coding standards as markdown files inside your project. When you start a session, you inject those standards so the agent already knows your conventions before your first prompt. The workflow is 4 steps. Install. A simple script sets up the agent-os/folder in your project. Discover. It scans your codebase and documents the patterns that already exist as standards. Inject. You deploy those standards into your context at the start of each session. Shape. In plan mode, AgentOS uses enhanced questions to help you build a stronger, more aligned spec before you start building. AgentOS works with Claude Code natively through /commands, and since all outputs are markdown files, it works with any AI coding tool that can read files. Inside the AI Profit Boardroom, we have full Claude Code setup walkthroughs, live coaching calls where members ask questions about their specific environments, and a 30-day roadmap that takes you from first install to building real working systems. We cover the OpenRouter routing setup, AgentOS integration, and how to layer these tools into an actual workflow. If you want to move faster with the exact process we use, head to aaprofitboardroom.com. Let me leave you with the 2 most common mistakes beginners make. Mistake 1. Not managing your context window. Claude Code sessions have a token limit. Run /compact every 15 to 20 messages. It summarizes the conversation and clears old context while keeping the relevant state. For a full reset, use /clear. The fewer tokens you use per session, the longer your free daily limits last. Mistake 2. Wrong base URL. If Claude Code keeps throwing errors when routing through OpenRouter, check your Anthropic_base_URL. 9 times out of 10, someone has typed https://openrouter.ai/API/v1 instead of https://openrouter.ai/API. Also verify your model ID exactly matches OpenRouter's model list. Model IDs change occasionally, and a typo throws a model not found error that looks confusing until you know what it is. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links are in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 75,000 members who are crushing it with AI. And if you're about to go set this up right now, good. You'll hit a point where you want to go deeper. More complex prompts, chaining workflows, building multi-step systems. That's exactly what the AI Profit Boardroom is built for. Tutorials on every piece of this setup, coaching calls where you can share your screen and get live feedback, and a roadmap built specifically around Claude Code so you're not figuring it out alone. Head to aiprofitboardroom.com.